Hello and welcome to a new video where I show all of you guys all of my custom Lego sets, ranging from Star Wars to World War II. Let's get into it. First, and probably the biggest of all my custom sets is my custom Rebel X-Wing, because I don't actually own Rebel X-Wing. I know, kind of sad. But I used the gray and red color scheme other than the white one, because I don't have enough white pieces, and I still think it looks good in gray. But on the side here, you can see what I used to create the blasters on the side. And everything is replicated on both sides, top and bottom as well. You can see that there's like this nose here, and I like what I did. Like to make the shaping good, go all the way up until the cockpit. And speaking of which, up to the cockpit, you can see that you can fit one rebel pilot in there. I'm gonna set him to the side, and right behind that, you have an astromech head. Focus, 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 focus. There we go. You have one astromech droid head. Just this is kind of hard to get off. Just popped onto like two studs there. I don't know where the rest of his body went. I kind of lost it, but I don't care. Just pop them on right there. That's what like the top looks like, and you can take a better look at like the engines here. What I used. Like it's not perfectly curved, but I still like it. And this is what the back looks like with some like extra like pieces here to give it kind of like that longer and like shorter look there. There's a lot of ways that you can hold it and swoosh. You can hold it like from the back here, swoosh it like this. You can also hold it from the nose like that. And for probably the most famous part of any X-Wing is putting the S-foils in attack position. Now there's no like special mechanism because I'm not very good with Technic other than its actual Lego sets, but they're just attached by some hinges, and you can fly it around like that. Just swoosh it around. But yeah, that was my X-Wing, and I think it looks pretty good. Next up is my Separatist transport set, which uses a blue and gray color scheme, which is accurate to like the films or in the shows. But I mainly built this for my Battle of Coruscant walk that you can see, but I really liked it, so I kept it intact. And I used like two really big pieces, like this is one big piece, and this is one big piece, like all of that. So it's pretty solid on the base, and the rest is just built up like that. But you can see it has its iconic like wings like there and there, and just that one up there. And you can see some more sloping and some more pieces that I used to make that available. I do switch some of the grays around, which I don't think is too distracting unless you really look for it, but it still looks pretty good. I wish I had more of these like dark blue tiles, because I think that would make it look a lot better, but yeah, what are you gonna do? And then just blast it on the end. And on the back, probably the most important part, and I think it blends in pretty well. You just grab this and push it back. Oh, I don't really have engines on this, but if you grab this and push it back, you can access the interior, which there is nothing there. You can just see like the window piece back there, but it folds back up, not movie accurate, but still like fits kind of like the size of this build. And this is probably one of my favorite Star Wars custom builds that I've done. Next up is as minifigure scale as I possibly could get it, is my custom Swamp Speeder. Now, the way that I built this is actually kind of interesting, because you can see the Kashyyyk Troopers from the Kashyyyk Trooper Battle Pack. But if you go and look at that, you just make, like, so these are originally the pieces for this on the Battle Pack. And so all you had to do is, like, enlarge these by, like, one size, because these are, like, a bigger version of those, and those are a bigger version of those, and those would be, like, well, they wouldn't be the front ones, but they'd be kind of the front ones, like on the Battle Pack one, so I just found that kind of cool. But I just wanted to mention that, but I put, as you can see, the reverse thing, so it can slide nice on hard floors and stuff like that. And I used two AT-ST feet for this like armor patch here, and they both can move up and down, because that's how I designed them to do that. And it has that like nice red streak that they usually do have. And at the front, there are two twin blasters. Each one, hold on a second. There we go. Each one can rotate like as much as the studs like allows them until they hit something. both of them can rotate like that, so you can pretend they're like firing on battle droids on Kashyyyk or something. So just fire like that. And near the back, you can see there are spots for two pilots. I did make them move, but they're kind of stationary like that, so it doesn't really work. They have you can fit 2 pilots in there to like. There's no like controls, but you can like pilot them. Pilot the swap speeder, and you can see how this is connected to like the engine thing. I don't mean it for it to spin, but I don't know how I like. Oh, I probably like added a black thing, so I'll probably just change that. And on the back, you can see this is what I showed off earlier. Was this not really like something big, but it's just kind of like another holder for the engine. And you can see I like made them like thick walls instead of them just being like flat on the ground. But this is also one of my more favorite models that I've ever done, and I'm really proud of it. But yeah, that's about it to say about this model. Now, probably my least favorite custom Star Wars thing is my AT-RT. Like, I still use it. I still think what I did with the legs is cool and the feet. But I don't really like it because it's too big. It doesn't really look very good. And you can't really, like put these down or else it... Oh, never mind. It's kind of good, but also, like, too lean down. It's not making for scale. And I've stolen some pieces in the past. So that's why I'm going to throw it down my stairs. Starting off of my World War II lineup is my custom German Tiger from World War II. I built this because I originally wanted a tank for one of my World War II mocks, and I didn't have treads, so I just built, like, well, I built one before this first, but I built, like, these, or I have these wheels in replacement for the tank treads that look about the same. Like, you can't really tell if they're moving fast, but they work the same way. On top, you can see it has, like, an iconic, like, tank, like head thing. It can spin 160 degrees, and the cannon on the front can move up and down with pretty much ease, so you can pretend that you're fighting Americans or Canadians or British or whatever. And they're like marching like shh. And you can see I use a lot of slopes in this set to get like a lot, or like custom set to achieve a lot of these like kind of like armor plating around here, and just a little thing on the back for extra storage. And just don't look at the bottom. It is extremely messy, so just don't look at it. But yeah, it's about the same on either side. Like I kind of replicated using this part from a Hydra set. Like the green kind of mixes in like well. And on the front, I have a turret that doesn't move at all. It's just stationary. But yeah, that's my custom Lego Tiger tank, which I am extremely proud of. Next up is a direct enemy of what we last saw, is my custom Lego M4 Sherman. And as you can see, I use the same thing with no tank treads, so it just kind of looks the same. But it is a little bit smaller, it's a little bit thinner, but like it's still like lengthwise it's the same, but it's a little bit thinner than the Tiger. But you can see like a lot more slopes, like none of the armor plating around the like wheels or treads, but a lot of slopes like up here, and right in between there we have another turret. This time this one can move side to side, and same thing on top. The cannon on top can spin 360 degrees, and it can move up and down. I forgot to mention this on the last one, but I like to imagine that this is kind of like a hatch thing, like where they pop out and just like shoot people. Oh yeah, don't look at the back. There's a lot of parts that you shouldn't look on either of these sets. The bottom, not as ugly. You can look at this. Okay, maybe it's time to stop looking at it, but it is not as ugly. Yeah, not much to say. It is like I do like the Tiger better, but this was my first one, so I have a little more nostalgia for it, but I still think it represents an M4 Sherman really well. Next up is my Lego French house, or is one of my France 1940s houses that I made for my Battle of Caen mock, and there's like almost no, oh yes, you can see it like that. It moves up, but there's almost no structural integrity because it's not like nailed down to anything. But I used a mainly red and black color scheme for it, black for the roof, red for the outside. I used 2 different kinds of red that blend together really well. And probably my favorite part of what I did with this house is like these like overhangs on the windows, like this under the windows. I think I did a really good job on that. But everything else is kind of meh, but it's a lot better than my other house that I made, which you'll see in a little bit. But yeah, there's a door here that you can go in and pretend to have like a French family occupied by Germany in World War II. But pretty simple house, but I think it does the job well of representing a 1940s house in France. And last but least, we have my second World War II France house. And this one is a lot more like meh than the other one. Like, it still looks like a house, but it's just not as big or as detailed as the other one. But you can see it has a door in the front, so you can walk in there. On either side, it has two, like, glass window things. I made that to make it look like both of these. One of them are, like, a little bit shattered. That's annoying. A little bit shattered. It has 4 windows up here and a chimney on top. There's not really anything in there. You can kind of see, like, the Hogwarts logos that I put up there. Like they came on these pieces to actually build like that. But I don't really like what I did with, like, that gray stripe up top. I'll probably do something about that later, but it's fine for right now. On the other side, I have, like, this weird ladder thing with extra detail, and nothing on the other side. And the chimney is just a basic chimney. And there's some nice, like, brickwork around the sides of this house. And there's not much else to say about this, really, so yeah, it's pretty good. And that comes to the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed. And comment whatever your favorite custom build was down below in the comment section. And you can even choose this one if you want. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.